Hey, hope everyone's having a good morning. Well, why be so shocked about Ravi Zacharias? That's my question right now because this was in the New York Post. Yes, it was sad that he did pass away last year and maybe to some this news right here could be a bit shocking, but I don't see why. First, let's look at he went to preach at a Mormon church. Well, if that doesn't shock you, my question only is why would they allow him there? Was it because he promised perhaps not to preach the full gospel? But then, of course, you have to look at other things. Well, also in the New York Post, they displayed this picture, and it's Louis Giglio's church. And it was a picture that they posted right after he passed away. Well, who is Louis Giglio, and who preaches at his church? Well, none other than Levi Lesko, Chad Veach, Craig Rochelle, Christine Kane. If you know anything about these people, you'll understand maybe some more if you watch Can You Spot a Wolf or many of my other videos in the playlist or wherever. I've been trying to share this for a while now. I mean, all you have to do is look at logos. Of course, you have to look at more than that, but that in itself shows you that something is kind of off here. But please watch those other videos to get a bigger picture of what is happening inside the church. So he spoke at their church and their conference, Passion Conference, back in 2016. He sure did. Well, when I woke up about Ravi was when he spoke at Hillsong Church. Because it was in 2014 or 2015 is when I woke up about Hillsong, and when I started making shortly thereafter videos about what is going on inside the churches. After I got past my shock and awe, like a carpet was pulled out from under my feet. Look, I don't like them throwing pastors in the mud and basically dragging them around. No. But we do have to understand what is going on inside our churches. Why does Mike Pence have a voice here? Well, it's the New York Post. I mean, come on. But we don't even care what his opinion is, right? I mean, we know exactly who Mike Pence is and who Trump is. So I'm not going to get into that. But Pulpit and the Pen, well, they had some things that I needed refreshing on as well. That he also had his own wellness place called Juvan Wellness. I'll add the links for the other sources that you can read more on this. But can you see body, mind, and spirit? Yeah, it's the reason I left the Lutheran Church. I've also pointed out things in CBN. Yeah, but the yoga, that's what brings them all together. And that's what I've been talking about for so long. And the main thing I noticed in Houston, his wife Joel, so Brian Houston's son is Joel right there, and Esther Houston, along with Andrea Logan White, who wanted to be a yogi as well, since, of course, Esther was as well, and many other ones that they're linked to. It's not only celebrities, but it's the yoga. And it's even Chad Veach has put his own kids into a yoga group. So, very discerning times, and if you don't understand those, I have a video on yoga as well. Look, it's unity in so many things. It's not only the papacy or Zio, I'm not going to say the full word, or worshiping Israel, promoting the V. It's the unity with the false churches, the pastors, preaching at each other's churches or conferences, coming together, using poor Bible translations such as Passage and Message, where they, yes, use as above, so below. And just so many things such as pride. And basically, it's all about the money. And it's mixing truth with lies, plain and simple. Look, so many people on YouTube have been trying to share the truth about these things. You see all the names. But I'm going to say just always beware. Some lift up other pastors such as MacArthur, like Polite Leader. I tried to tell him that maybe you should take another look at him. Maybe Justin Peters, because he's promoting going on a trip. And what does that exactly mean? You're going to be tested and possibly getting the V. So I'm just saying use discernment, because That's what I'm seeing, and also Spencer Smith. But I can't be guaranteed. It was hearsay, and it was in his live chat that I asked if he was pro-V, and they had said yes. So I'm just saying research everything and look, because they are mixing truth with lies. But do you see the butterfly there? Yeah. But let's listen to a short clip.
So when I see guys like Ravi Zacharias falling into sin, my first thought, even though I had disagreements with him, my first thought was not, ha, there you go. Now, there's other guys who fell into sexual sin that we saw it coming a long way off, guys like Carl Lentz and others. It didn't surprise us. This one kind of surprised me. But at the same time, we need to realize that these are just men. Men on their best day are still men. They're just a man. And I think it's time that maybe we consider that we should be worshiping these guys, exalting them, appreciating them, loving them in the Lord, honoring them. But at the same time, if they fall into sin, we have to realize that they're just men.
Amen. Now that I can agree with. I'm sure you can too. They are just men. And that's why we need to trust in God alone and take refuge in Him. All right. I have another video coming up. I'll put it on my other channel, so keep watch. Otherwise, have a great day and see you soon. God bless.